Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our live Q&A session today, which is all about studying for a career in early years at Walsall College. I'm Emma, and today I'm joined by our two expert panellists. Firstly, we have one of our early years lecturers, Kerry. Hi, Kerry.
Hi, hiya.
And we're also joined by one of our career guidance team, Melanie. Hi, Mel.
Hi, Emma.
So to give a little context as to what we've been up to recently, this is one of our many live events to support anyone who is thinking about studying with us at Walsall College. So with us, you can study anything from full-time courses, apprenticeships, part-time or evening courses, right from entry level up to, in a number of cases, full degree level courses as well. Have a huge range of courses available, so lots of different subject areas, different ways to study as well, so you can come into the college. We also offer distance learning and training in the workplace too. As I said, today's session is all about early years, so Kerry will let you know all about the different courses that we offer within this area, things like what types of careers these courses can lead to, what equipment you may need, and the facilities that we have available as well. If you do have any questions that you would like to ask, please pop them in the feed and we'll try and get those answered for you. But before we start talking about early years, I think we may have some viewers here today that have already applied for a course at the college and just want to know what's happening next. So just to let you know that we will have received your application, and over the next few weeks, you will be getting a phone call from the course tutor to discuss your application. You will then receive a text message shortly before the call to let you know that we are ringing you. And then as soon as it's safe to do so, you will be invited to attend a welcome session at the college, and then you will receive further information about how to enrol in September. The most important thing to do, though, if you haven't done so already, is to apply online for one of the courses of your choice, just so that we can stay in constant communication with you and keep you updated as well. But without further ado, let's start talking about early years. So, Kerry, can you briefly run through the different courses, full-time and part-time, that we offer at Walsall College in early years, please?
Yeah, no problem. We've got lots and lots of courses available. So there is a course for everybody. So we've got entry, we've got level 1, we've got level 2 certificate, level 2 diploma, we've got level 3, and we've got teaching assistant as well, level 2 and 3 in teaching assistant. We have also got T levels this year, which is new and exciting to early years this year. So we're really looking forward to that. And we've also got level 4. So like I say, there is a course for everybody. The entry requirements for those will differ, and they are on our website. So if you need to have a look at that to see what course might be suitable for you. If you've ever got any questions about that, please feel free to contact us. We can answer any questions. But like I say, there is 16 to 18-year-olds and there's 19 plus. So the teaching assistant is for the 19 plus. Okay.
Okay, and then also what sorts of careers or higher education opportunities can these courses lead on to?
Well, early years is a big sector, so there's lots and lots of areas you can go to. You can, obviously, if you complete a level 3, then you can go to university and you can study social work, teaching, safeguarding. The amount of courses that you can choose is, there's quite a few. Also, you can get a job. So if you're looking to do level 2, you can get employment as an assistant. Level 3, you can go in as a more, say, an advanced teaching assistant. So there's either way, you can either obtain employment or you can go on and further your studies in whichever field you want to. I think it's important to know that whatever you study in early years, there is different routes to get you to where you need to be. So it could be that you decide universities for you, it could be that you decide employments for you, but there is a route for everybody.
I think that's so important as well, isn't it? Because not everybody will want to go on to university. No. So actually knowing that by level 2, you could actually go to be employed at a nursery, that's great.
And also, if you think you could do a level 2 and then you could decide you may want to do an apprenticeship, a level 3 apprenticeship. So you've got that choice. But like I say, I think the important things to consider is what's right for you, but there is a course for everybody, and whatever level you're at, there is always progression. Okay, so you can still go on and do, there's lots of specialist courses that you can do as well, things like safeguarding, Makaton, healthy eating. There's lots of courses that you can consider, so your training is always continued.
And obviously at the moment it's really unfortunate that students can't come in and look around the college and see the facilities. So can you explain the space that our early years students will use?
Yeah, we've got a lovely virtual nursery and it's got all our resources in there. We have lots of practical activities going on. So we'll do things such as creating display boards. This is very important because when you go into early year settings, you will be doing display boards. So it could be you do a display board about children's development. We also did things like Play-Doh. This year we did a lot of sterilising equipment for babies, making up bottles, all those things that you need experience in doing and getting practical. I think the good thing about early years is that, yes, there is theory, but there's a lot of practical aspect to that as well. So we've got that available, and we're lucky that we've got that space. We've also, in there, we've got a home corner that we tend to change around to make different themes. So, yeah, we encourage our students to take control of that and make their own ideas.
It's quite creative then.
It is quite creative. We like creativity in early years. Lots of creativeness, please.
So we have had our first question. So we have a question from Emma. So they have said, I've had an interview for an appointment today, had to ring to say I couldn't make it. Then gone on to say that somebody would ring them back. They need to rearrange their interview. So tutors are calling at the moment, aren't they, for interviews? And then if somebody's missed a call, will you call them back?
Yeah, we'll definitely call them back, and not to worry. I'll take the young lady's name as well and also chase that up. But definitely we have been calling. We have got lots of things going on next week. We are in mid-flow with interviewing, and we've got Keep Warm going on. So, but yeah, please do not worry. We will get back to you. Okay, if anybody would like to contact us, that's more than happy to deal with any inquiries.
Okay, thank you for your question, Emma. We've had another question as well. So what requirements are needed for adults who want to change their career into early years?
Okay, so what we will ask is, obviously we've got a level 2 teaching assistant. With that one, we like you to do a placement alongside that, to be honest. So we look at what you've done and where you need to be. Mainly the placement aspect, you will have to be doing a placement. Okay, so what we could do is, if they want to book an appointment, we could have an interview and discuss where they're at, where they want to be. Okay, I would definitely recommend starting on a level 2, or we have got a level 1 adults program as well, which is important to know, because sometimes if it's a brand new, you're coming into it and you haven't been in early years, it's nice to have an induction, which is the level 1 program's ideal for that. Okay.
And this is why it's so good that you've got so many different levels, because then people can come straight into it, starting fresh, if it's a career change.
And it could be, once you do one course, you can decide, is early years for me, is it definitely what I want to do? And then if it is, you can progress through the levels.
And also, Carrie, what sort of employers can our students work with?
Well, we are really fortunate because all our students obviously attend a placement. They will be working with anybody from school teachers, teaching assistants, it could be head teachers, parents, family support workers, it could be Senko workers, parents and carers is a key one as well. So they will be working with multi-agencies, so they get first-hand experience with employees, which I think is brilliant, because it gives you those work skills that you need to get out there and to learn how to communicate and engage with other professionals.
Definitely, there's some really important skills that you can only really learn. You can learn so much at college, but you do actually need to go out into industry to practice them, don't you?
And it's little things like saying, Kerry, what time do I need to get on the bus to get there? And, how can I ask this question? And it's important things, by being there, having a go, you're able to learn what different roles there are in early years as well. It gives you an insight to, actually, that's what I would like to do. I'd like to become a teacher, or I'd like to become a family support worker. You get in a first-hand experience of their roles.
And we have had another question. So when is the deadline for applying for a course? And that's a question from Sasha.
At the moment, we haven't got any deadlines, not as I know of. Just apply as soon as you're possible, really. Just get your applications in. But I haven't been given any formal deadlines of when to apply. So, but my advice is to just apply now. You know, we're waiting and ready to take on interviews and get everybody signed up. So yeah, just get onto it.
Okay, thank you for your question, Sasha. And just to echo what Kerry said there, it is important to apply now, because then, as I said before, you can stay in constant communication then, and we can get you all set up ready for September as well then, and you might feel a little bit settled compared to if you apply more last minute. So Kerry, quite a popular question that we also get asked is about equipment and uniform. So is there anything that our students will need for early years courses?
Yeah, we do have a uniform. I've had lots of questions about the uniform. I know it is very important, but don't worry, we won't be saying, right, tomorrow you've got to wear your uniform. You know, we do give you ample time to get your uniform. As you can see, I'm wearing a polo shirt. The early years one is very much like this with the logo on, but it's red. And you will purchase your uniform from Multiprint in Warsaw. Okay, they've got all our uniform in. And we have also got a hoodie, which has got the early years logo on, and that's a black hoodie. We ask that you wear black trousers, no leggings or jeans, please, because we're going to go into a professional setting. And but the prices and things, we will explain all of that when you come and see us, and how you can order your uniform. But rest assured, you will get time to get a uniform. But yes, we do expect you to wear uniform for placement and for college. So it's important.
Also, in relation to this, we do offer bursaries to help with things like equipment and uniform costs, also bus passes and travel. So you can watch our finance session back that we hosted a little while ago. That's available on Facebook and YouTube, and there's also a lot more information about it on our website. So Kerry, what does a typical week look like for an early years student?
Okay, so 16 to 18, they've got a full package. So they will be doing, depending on their maths and English grades at school, then we will obviously be putting maths and English in where required. They will also do obviously early years, and they're vocational, and they will also take part in group tutorial. In that is a lot of enrichment. We do a lot of fundraising. Last year we did things like tennis, yoga. So it's about ensuring their well-being as well. So there is lots available in their study programme. So it will take a full week's timetable, really, depending on the timetable. Is obviously, we will give you a timetable depending on your level, will include how many days you will be in for, okay, and how many days you do in placement, because obviously every week students will be doing placement as well, again depending on the level of how much they will be doing.
It sounds like lots of fun activities as well. Yes, that are included.
It is. We do lots of things, so no week's the same. Okay, so you will obviously get your timetable. You will know what you're doing from week to week, but we do include obviously fundraising and lots of enrichment activities which will be part of their week.
Great. And we've had another question from Chloe. So Chloe has said, I did an apprenticeship as my level 2 in early years. Will I be able to do my level 3 at college?
Yeah, I mean, she's more than welcome to apply. Yeah, we can look at the level 3. Obviously, if she's got a level 2 and it's she's qualified as a level 2, then we can certainly look at level 3. So that's not a problem.
Thank you very much, Chloe. So to bring Mel in now, who is a member of our career guidance team. Mel, I suspect that we may have some people watching at the moment who are not too sure about which career they want to go into, or maybe which course to apply for. So what support can your team provide as an impartial service?
Yeah, so we have a careers guidance team of 5 careers officers. We're all level 6 qualified. We're here ready to help and support students with career decisions. So whether you're a young person, an adult, you can email or call us, the careers guidance team. All the information on how to contact us is on the website. We have in the past couple of weeks during the pandemic been offering careers interviews through Zoom, Google Hangouts, WhatsApp video calling. And again, students we'll be doing that again in September. We are actually back at Wisemore now. There is a careers guidance officer there. There's a guidance there every day between 10 and 3 p.m. In our career centre. But we will continue to still use Zoom, as I said, for those who are unable to come in and see us face to face. We are also planning a blended learning approach in terms of the careers guidance team in September, where some of our face-to-face group sessions will be done in person, but also we'll be offering virtual group sessions, events, and activities too. Okay. When you become a student at Walsall College, we will support students with developing their employability skills. So we'll be doing CV support, we do job mock interviews. We also send out job alerts, part-time jobs for students to have a job that will fit around their course as well. For those who are looking at progressing on to university, we offer HE support. So we support students throughout the whole UCAS process. We do HE mock interviews. We support students with applying for HE finance. So we do a wealth of things. So there is a lot of support when you come here, when you come to Walsall College. Behind me is the Career Centre. When it's safe to do so, you can drop in and have a quick chat with the careers officer. And just, there's a careers library. There's lots of information that students can access as well in the Career Centre. So that's it. So when you come through the doors at Wisemore, you will see this on your left.
That's great. So there's lots and lots of different support available out there.
Lots of support. And we are available all year round as well. And we're going to be introducing specifically for our adult learners, early evening appointments as well, because we know that you're not able to come and see us in the day. So we will be offering that come September for our adult learners.
Oh, that's really good to know. So Kerry has kind of touched on this already at the beginning when we was talking about entry requirements, but what happens if a student hasn't quite met the grades to go on a particular course, and are we able to offer resits in English and Maths GCSE?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Karen.
Go on, Karen.
I was just saying from an early years we can, yeah, definitely.
There will be autumn resits for those who didn't achieve GCSE. If you achieved a grade 3, you'll be more than likely considered for the GCSE Maths or the English language. But there are functional, they can do the GCSE alongside the course. We also do functional skills as well, so that could be an option. For those who are looking at progress, I'll just throw this in, for those who are looking at progressing onto university, we do really encourage that you do your research, because some universities will want the GCSE as an entry requirement, and some will accept the equivalent, which is the functional skills level 2. So it's really important that students do, who are looking at coming to do our course, that they do their research.
Yeah, definitely. It's better to do your research early on and know, like, plan ahead and know what you want to do.
Yeah.
So what about if some students in particular, like, they may have realised that actually they've made a bit of a mistake with the course, they actually wish that they were studying something else and they've already started, what happens then? Yeah,
so in the first 2 to 3 weeks, and possibly the 4, if the course that the student wants to go transfer to, if there's space available, then we can liaise with the tutor and transfer the student onto the course. If it's a course that we don't offer, then we will refer them to other colleges or training providers. But this is what we're trying to avoid, is that students must do the research into the career. So this doesn't happen, but there will be support for students in that position. Just come to the Career Centre.
Yeah, so it's definitely better to get in touch with you beforehand if there's any doubt, and find out exactly what course would be best for them rather than just applying for a course. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much, Mel. So Kerry, to go back to you now, is there an opportunity for students to go on trips? I know that you've mentioned a few activities that are outside of the classroom.
Yeah, this year as well, I just want to mention we've got some really exciting opportunities. We're actually going to be doing forest schools. So we're going to be going into a woodland and looking at the benefit of forest schools when working with children. So students will be involved in the forest school programme. So that's something that, you know, it's going to be exciting. Last academic year, our students went to Italy. So that was, you know, a really good opportunity and they absolutely loved it. They looked at education within Italy. We've also take students to the NEC Careers event, which gives them some opportunities to explore what jobs are available in early years, what they would like to do. And like I said before, we do things like yoga, fundraising, lots of enrichment activities. So yes, and we did the big sleep out for the homeless this year. That was also really good. Our group tutorial, Gemma did that with.
Well, that sounds great.
So it was really, really good, and I think it was very rewarding for the students to experience.
Oh, definitely. It's for a good cause as well. So that's brilliant that you've got involved with that. So what sort of careers or sectors might students want to watch out for in early years? And also, what are the typical salaries like, particularly for entry-level roles?
I think, you could be an early years practitioner, a teaching assistant, safeguarding officer, family support, working with children with mental health. You know, the range is huge. Obviously, with that, the salary, it can start from 12 to 36,000, depending on what your role is and how far you want to progress in terms of qualifications. But like I say, it's all about what you would like to do, what's your qualification and where do you want to go with that. So you can start from entry and we can move you to level 1 and look at careers around where you want to be.
Okay, thank you. And we've had another question from Tracy. So Tracy has said, I'm 50 and I'm not too sure what route. I've been a nursery nurse for 25 years. So just, is there anything Tracy can do? So she's turning 50, not too sure what route to do. She's been a nursery nurse.
Okay, we have got a level 4, which is obviously management. I'm not sure if she's looking to go into management. That we can be offering. As part of that, you do have to be working in the sector, so that's ideal for her. Also, obviously she's got the choice to go to university. I know she's saying she's 50, but obviously that doesn't matter. It can be any age. But if she wants to come and have a chat with us personally, we can sit down and have a look at what she's done, what her interests are, and where she would like to be.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Tracy, for your question. Hopefully that has helped. So is there anything, Kerry, that potential students can be doing in their downtime at the moment to prepare to study with us in September?
I think firstly, have a look at what they would like to be doing. So again, they could be contacting Mel if they're unsure about what career to go into. Also to think about what within early years, what they would like to do. Where do you see, because one of the questions is obviously, you know, what sort of career would you like in early years? So they can look about what careers there is in early years and how they may have to go, what route to go on to. And also, one of the main questions we always ask anybody is what skills or attributes is required to be an early years practitioner. So looking at what skills do we feel we have to have in order to be an early years practitioner is something that we could always look into. So research around that would be fabulous. And like I say, just looking at the different roles in early years, that, you know, because sometimes we don't realise what it involves. So that would be a good point.
I think as well, like sometimes when you just look at an industry, you just think actually there's just 1 or 2 different jobs, but you don't think about actually there's so many. For example, in a nursery, there's so many different roles.
There is.
So there's lots of different options, and I think just using this time to do as much research as possible about the industry,
and just having a look at what they feel is suitable for them, and then they can come and have a chat with us, you know, and say this is what I've thought, and we can give more information and guidance on what we feel would be beneficial for them.
So we have had another question. So it's from Emma again. For level 3 TA course, what days will you need to be in college and what equipment will we need? Also, is there a uniform for that course, or do you just wear non-uniform? So this is going back to the uniform question as well.
So the uniform will be across the board. Okay, so we will be requesting a uniform. Obviously, our adults are slightly different, but we can have those conversations. As far as so that's uniform. As far as timetables, we will give you the timetable once we enrol you. So once we know what course is on, near the time we will give you a timetable. That timetable will be given before you start your course, so they're going to know what's going to be happening. But at the moment, we're not releasing timetables as of yet, but we will be giving them in due course. Is there anything else on that question? Sorry, I've missed.
No, that was all. Yeah, thank you very much. So just before we wrap things up, are there any other points either of panelists would like to make, Kerry or Mel? Any advice for people who are applying for an early years course?
It's just to add that students are saying that they want to do childcare but not sure what career they can progress into. There is a wealth of websites that students can access. One that we use a lot in the careers team is the National Careers Service. There's a job profile section, and on there students can explore careers. That it would tell them basically the salary, the skills and qualities needed for that role, the entry requirements, etc., etc. So I definitely say if you're looking at a tool or a resource to explore careers, then National Career Service is definitely a website that students can use at the comfort of their own home. So don't need to come into college to use it; they can use it at home. So just get online.
That's good to know. Kerry, is there any last minute advice?
Just to say that obviously whether you're 16 to 18 or you're an adult learner, please come and speak to us, because like I say, we have got courses for both. And also, I know it's been an unsettling time, but if you've got any questions or you want to email us, please feel free, so we can put you at ease. We're looking forward to the next academic year, and we're looking forward to seeing all new faces. So
it's exciting, isn't it? And I think that's something to remember, because obviously, as you've just said, it is quite unsettling at the moment. But just thinking, come September, you're going to be starting a new course, and it is going to be good. So
yeah, and that's it. Yeah.
We have just had one last question from June. So my daughter Chloe got to come in Monday for a taster session for early years. Could you explain what it's about, please?
Yeah, that is going to be, I'm looking forward to that. Is it Monday she's in?
Monday, yeah.
Yeah, well, she's going to be with me, so that's good. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be giving all students a glimpse into what their college life is going to be about. We're also going to be explaining some of the uniform, what the course is about, but also we can get to know them and just put any questions they may have, just put them at ease a little bit. We're also going to be enrolling them onto the course so that they can go away feeling, yes, I've got my course, I'm ready, I'm prepared for September, and basically to meet the tutors. So I just think it's a really good idea to, if they've got any questions, to perhaps write them down before they come in and see us. And then any questions they may have, they can ask us on the day, because sometimes we forget, don't we, when we turn up. But yeah, so it's going to be a really good opportunity for students to get to know us and to get to know each other.
Oh, that sounds good. And June, I'm sure that your daughter's going to have a great time with Kerry on Monday then.
She's going to have a lovely time.
All right then, well, thank you both very, very much for joining us today and answering all of our questions. I've learned so much about early years and all the different courses that we have to offer and everything that's available. So thank you very much, Kerry and Mel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So just some last minute advice, as Kerry and Mal have both said, please make sure that you do plenty of research around the course that you wish to study. Think about things like where it will progress to, if you want to go on to an apprenticeship after the course, if you want to go on to university and a higher level of study, and then submit your application as soon as possible. Thanks again to our panellists for today's session. We hope that you've also found it useful. If we didn't manage to answer your question, then please do send us a direct message on Facebook, or you can also email info@walsallcollege.ac.uk and we will get back in touch with you. But thanks again for joining us, and goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.